4 questions, 4 responses from the hungriest people on the planet. I'm Bo Muchoki. This is 4 Golden Nuggets. We're about to talk to Shelby Wildgust about network marketing, the power of personal development, the power of authenticity, and how she got the chance to be a TED speaker. This is 4 Golden Nuggets.
I gotta grind, won't stop, hustle, won't quit, shine like no other, I be on some other shit. I got a high price lifestyle, super bad, if I want it, bet I got it, if I don't bet, all I gotta do is go, get, stay about my business.
Shelby Wildgust, want to welcome Shelby to the show. Shelby is a very passionate, high energy person. She works at Isagenix. She's part of the Real Estate Club Network. She is a prosperity coach. Recently did a TED Talk about a month ago. Exactly the kind of person we want to have the show. Shelby, welcome to 4 Golden Nuggets.
Thank you so much, Bo, for having me.
No problem. Glad to have you. This is exactly the kind of energy we want to get 4 Golden Nuggets from. So glad to have you. So the first question is about network marketing. I've heard you say a lot of positive things about network marketing. So what makes network marketing so awesome, and what do you love about it the most?
That's a really great question. Honestly, for me, network marketing has been a vehicle not only to make side income, to help pay bills, to help pay student loans, but it's also been a vehicle that's allowed me to just explore my ultimate potential and meet some really awesome people in the process. I've met people who have the biggest dreams, who want to travel the world, who want to help people, who want to start charities, who want to write books, all from network marketing. I've also met people who have literally transformed their entire life from jail to millionaire, from homeless to millionaire, from just not even going to college to having a 6-figure income, and just seeing that human transformation and that even that body transformation, because the company that I work with is a health and wellness company, is just so inspiring. So being around that group of people and knowing that they are associated with network marketing is what gets me so fired up about the industry itself, but also the possibility for literally anyone. I truly believe, and this is a fact, network marketing is one of the only professions where your past does not predict your future. So it doesn't matter where you went to college, what kinds of grades you got, what kind of person you were when you were growing up. It just doesn't matter. All that matters is where you are right now and what you plan on doing with it in the next couple of years.
Yeah, that reminds me a lot of real estate. Lots of high energy, passionate, motivated people. Lots of passionate speakers coming in to speak. It's all about the environment, surrounded by a lot of motivated people. So I agree with you on that. So you're a passionate person, and you did a passionate TED Talk about trading expectations for reality. So how did you get that opportunity? What was that journey like? And what did you like about doing a TED Talk?
So it's really awesome that you brought up that title, because it kind of ties into my entire journey giving a TED Talk. So first and foremost, I have to say the title of my TED Talk is actually The Masks We Hide Behind. However, my original title was supposed to be Trading Expectation for Reality. And so what happened was I created this entire TED Talk. I created all the slides. I created a 6-page outline for this talk on trading expectations for reality. And if you're an avid TED Talk watcher, you know that a lot of the TED Talks include scientific facts, include charts and pie charts, and all of these supposed to be mind-blowing facts, and then they tie into a story. So when I was first preparing for a TED Talk, I thought that I had to fall in line with exactly what everybody else does when they give a TED Talk. So I chose the idea of trading expectations for reality. I wanted to base it off of my college experience. And I bought all of these books from Barnes & Noble on that exact idea, that exact fact. And I created this whole talk, all this good stuff. And my expectation was that it was going to be really awesome, and I was going to get 100,000 views, and it was going to land me all these speaking deals, and just my mind was going wild with ideas. And so I wrote this whole talk down, and it's about 5 days leading up to the event itself. Now, mind you, I got this opportunity 4 months prior to the event, and I just chose to procrastinate, and that's something that I'm recovering from.
Yeah.
But anyway, I wrote up this whole
Me
talk.
too.
Yeah, right?
Me too.
It's definitely
all
something
are.
that
We
we
all
all,
are.
yeah, for sure.
We all struggle with it.
And so I had my boyfriend sit down, and I asked him to just listen to my talk and give me constructive criticism. But again, in my head, I was thinking, I've got this. I'm going to knock it out of the park. He's going to say it's amazing, and I'm going to go with it. So anyway, I sit him down, I stand up in front of him, and I start reciting my talk. And as I'm reading it, I'm on like page 2.5, 3. I look at Rob's face, my boyfriend, and I can just tell he is so not into it. And as I'm reading it, I'm starting to realize that it's really not me. You know, these scientific facts, these pie charts, these things I'm trying to explain, they're not me.
Yeah.
I was never a science person. I was never a math person. I was just a feelings person and a talkative person and loved to speak. And so I finished the talk and I look at Rob and I'm waiting for him to speak. And those like 2 seconds felt like 5 minutes. And the words come out of his mouth and he goes, Shelby, I know that you want me to tell you that this was awesome, but babe, you can do so much better. And I immediately felt this overwhelming sense of gratitude, one, for what he said, because it was just raw, real, and honest. And two, I felt this weight almost lifted off my shoulders because now he had given me permission to change it. You know, I had this idea in my head, and thank God I sat him down to rehearse it with him, because otherwise I would have went with it thinking that I needed to be in line with what all the other TED Talks were like. But anyway, long story short, we decided that it was ready for me to change. And after about 10 minutes of sheer panic, I decided to look at my blog, which is something that I don't keep up with regularly, but I do have some good posts in there.
Yeah.
And I read through some of them, and I found the post that felt the most right for me. And it was a post about the masks that we hide behind. And it really just was all about my middle school experience and how that carried me through high school and into college, and how it really changed my trajectory in college. And so again, 5 days before the event, I scrapped the entire talk that I was going to do.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
I can tell. Yeah.
It was really stressful, I'll be honest with you. I hired an incredible life coach, Steph Gold, to consult with me on my talk itself. And I wrote out, so basically the night that that's all happened, I scrapped the talk completely. The next morning I woke up super early, went to one of my favorite coffee shops and just started writing. And things just started flowing. I knew that this was what I was supposed to be doing, not what the other talk was. So I wrote down about 6 pages worth. Again, I consulted with my life coach, Steph Gold, and we put it all together. And the day before the talk, I was driving down to Dover, Delaware, which is where the talk was. 2 hours in the car with my boyfriend, and I'm pretty sure he had the talk memorized by the time we got there, because I was just reciting it over and over and over again.
Yeah.
And then that,
a lot of preparation.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, it was. And it was really, really nerve-wracking.
Yeah.
And I'm not the kind of person to get nervous in front of people, but at that magnitude, it's really easy to get nervous.
It's hard not to, yeah.
Yeah. And so basically, the night before I was practicing, I was messing up left and right, and I just was thinking to myself, oh my God, this is going to be horrible. This is going to be horrible. And again, I was setting these weird expectations, which again goes back to this whole weird thing about how my original talk was trading expectation for reality. So I reminded myself of what this was all about. You know, the people that are sitting in the audience have no idea what I'm supposed to say, so it doesn't matter what I say. And I got up there, and Bo, when I tell you, I felt like I killed it. I felt so alive, so amazing, and like everything that I was saying was just flowing right out of me, and I am so eternally grateful for that opportunity.
Yeah, no, the TED Talk, the end result was really, really good. I just watched it for the first time. The core point of it was authenticity. So I wanted to ask, is there anything you do every day on a daily basis? Like, I meditate every day. That keeps me authentic. So do you do anything that keeps you authentic on a daily basis?
On a daily basis, not right now. It's really funny that, you came to me at this point right now in my life, because for the last couple of weeks I've been going through a lot of pathway changes, in the sense that when I graduated college, I had one idea for my path, and I was not willing to falter. I had this grand vision in my head. I had this path that I was going to take to get there, and nothing could waver me from that path. And part of that path was waitressing. However, I'm a very positive person. I try to be on the positive side of nearly everything. But when you waitress, there is a lot to complain about. And there's a lot that's out of your control. Whether it's a rainy day, a sunny day, you have a angry customer, the kitchen takes too long. I mean, there's so many things that you really can't control. And so it's very easy to get upset. And so what I was finding myself doing was becoming really negative and taking myself away from that daily motivation, that daily authenticity, and I wasn't being authentic. And so just a couple weeks ago, really actually a week and a half ago, I got really real with myself and I said, Shelby, your path at 22 does not have to be that path that you follow until you're 35. And so I think for me, being authentic was just reevaluating where I was and asking myself, am I happy, and is this the Shelby Wildgust that I want to present to people? And when I answered those questions, they both came out with no. And so at that point I realized, okay, maybe this path isn't the path I'm going to follow, and I need to reevaluate. And so I'm obviously sticking with Isagenix because it's something I'm incredibly passionate about. But the other half of that was waitressing, and now it's something else. And I actually just got accepted with a job at Insight Global, which is an IT staffing firm. It is a sales job. Thank you. I started on August 29th. And so again, there's a quote, I can't remember what exactly it is, but it's like, you know, be flexible with your methods, but strong-willed with your goal, or something along those lines. So really, I guess to answer your question, for me, being authentic is just asking myself, am I happy, and is this the Shelby Wildgust that I want the world to know? And if those questions are no, then I need to change my path.
So asking yourself, am I happy, and is this the person I want to present myself as? I really like that.
Thanks.
That's really good. So another thing that you're passionate about is personal development. I am addicted to personal development.
Me too.
We all are. So why do you love personal development? Why is it important? And why should we develop ourselves, our minds, our bodies, our talents, and so on?
That's a great question. If you think about it, your mind is your best friend. It also is your worst enemy. Our self-talk is with us 24 hours a day. And so if we don't develop our self-talk, then it's like we have this angry person on our shoulder the entire day. Whereas if we develop our self-talk and we invest in personal development, now we have this best friend on our shoulder cheering us on, saying, you can do it, you got this, look on the bright side, you're a beast, you're great, you're awesome. And so for me, that's what personal development is about, is just honing in on your own personal best friend, which is up here and in here. And so that's what the personal development has done for me. But more than that, I mean, it took a struggling 18-year-old and showed that 18-year-old that what people think about you, what people say about you, doesn't matter. And that you can be any person in the entire world that you want to be. And if that means that you're going to step outside your comfort zone and step outside the status quo, then so be it. And personal development really helped me make that jump. I mean, selling knives is not the normal thing that an 18-year-old does. But it took an 18-year-old who was really on not such a great path and put her on a really great path. So I'm forever grateful for personal development, and that's what it's done for me.
You can't build yourself or your success or your growth or your happiness without building yourself first.
Right.
Your level of success always matches your level of personal development. I'm 100% on the same page with you on that. I want to thank you for being on the show. I want to congratulate you for all the success you've had so far, for being able to do that TED Talk, and I wish you the best of luck with everything you got coming up soon.
Thank you so much, Bo, and I wish you the best of luck as well. This podcast, or this web series,
YouTube show,
YouTube channel, YouTube show is awesome. Thank you.